So the series continue. I just picked up my schedule for next week for work, so that was what I had to do. Okay, so let's go more into this video. Fabrications of Destiny Fabrications, part 1. Well, what's actually being said also within this particular video is, besides of the luring people into our society cult, is the thing that what we do could be done any place, anytime, anywhere, which is portrayed as a bad thing, which is actually quite funny to use as an argument, as that is exactly one of the reasons why this world is what it is today. For instance, you might be bullied by some kid at school, and somehow you just can't manage yourself. In the heat of the moment, you just can't seem to get the grips on yourself. You know, you just run away, or you become so angry or emotionally that you just want to hit this kid really, really hard, or do things to him which are unacceptable. Within the application of self-forgiveness and self-practical application, it is there to use as a tool also to get some insight into yourself, but also being able to stand in the heat of the moment and just say, dude, or do that, this is just unacceptable, without going and all the emotional drag about it. Just keep your cool and say whatever is necessary to apply yourself effectively. Now, if that's a bad thing, you know, because what is actually being mentioned is, or stated, is that you should just only be able to go to a place where you are somehow then only able to direct yourself, and not in the moment of the heat. You know, in the heat of the moment, you should just follow your automatics, just behave as you are, instead of applying yourself in the moment, and do that which is best, and not only best for yourself, but also best for the situation, or best for the outflows that it will bring. You know, and the self-responsibility also, seeing the outflows and making sure that what you do is aligned with that which is best for all. There has been a lot of videos about where people can say, or where people actually saying, but you cannot decide what is best for all. You can decide in every moment what is the best thing to do. If you could just let go of your personal desires or feelings and just evaluate the situation as it is, you can actually see what is best there. So I will let that point now for a rest. Okay, continue with another point which I wanted to mention about this particular video. Somehow we as Destiny members, people who apply themselves, people who are actually here in every day's world, in our environment, standing as ourselves, making a statement of not accepting abuse and doing whatever is necessary to correct ourselves, are putting on a stand wherein we have to defend ourselves for why it is what we are actually doing. And the way they justify is putting us as people, humans, on a stand is by pointing fingers at, for instance, Sunetta Bernard. You know, it's as if they are somehow responsible for the actions that we do, as if they are somehow responsible for how we think, or somehow responsible for what it is that we are actually getting from the videos, or getting from the message that's being spread, the message that's been told, like self-forgiveness, self-responsibility, self-corrective application. And in that way they discredit all people who are doing Destiny process, which is not actually Destiny process, it's just a process of yourself and becoming more effective in your life and taking on every aspect within your life in which you are unsatisfied with, or where you see that there is actually a problem. And if there is not a problem for you, seeing if it's contributing to a world problem, and then change yourself accordingly. They're discrediting every being who's able and who's willing to take a self-honest look within their lives. And that's, to me, just unacceptable. As I know the influence that there is possible for beings who are fearful, because a lot of beings in this world, shouldn't I say, all beings in this world are very consumed by fear. And by placing all this misinformation on the internet, they
Sorry
are
for the interruption. I just got a phone call, so I had to answer that.
But to get back to the point of that, it's really unacceptable that these beings who are placing misinformation about Destiny or Destiny members all over the internet are not taking their responsibility to take a self-honest look within themselves and actually see what it is that, why they are so against us, why it is that they are so afraid of us, why it is that they are so afraid of, you know, there are a lot of things that beings can be afraid of. These beings do not have done any introspective research from why they are as what they are right now here in this world, what they are living, what they are doing. They are just doing the same thing all over what all of humanity has done before. They're just screaming and yelling and putting videos on the internet, just placing misinformation, you know, just to suit and form, hopefully, beings according to what they perceive to be right. And so that they can somehow within themselves, if they have enough people who listen to them and have enough people who actually agree with them, have a can create within themselves a sort of foundation of self-righteousness of why they are actually saying it. It's quite disturbing if you are really seeing all these things happening. And yeah, guys, it shouldn't be this way. I'm looking within myself if there's anything about this particular video that I also wanted to add. Nah, not really. But the pointers are really that but this particular video is spreading misinformation based on opinions, not first-hand experience, wherein they form an idea or come to a conclusion based on their own deceptions, based on their own beliefs, based on what they perceive to be true. You know? And the funny thing is that these beings also know that they are doing that. They know. That's why they react so much to that which we are doing. And it's being portrayed then as being a bad thing. Just because we show, yes people, change is necessary. And also we have to let go of beliefs and things we desperately want to hold on to. But it's just making a mess of things which are impractical and really do not add anything to this world but disaster, destruction, lies, more deception. So this is my take on the Desteni Fabrications video part 1. My first video here in the car is quite cool. I can actually say that if you are able to do it, it's a nice experience. So, all have a good day. See you next time.